Welcome to Organic Farming and Food Business Training. Today we are discussing about organic farming, the components of organic farming. So what is organic farming? We all know the basic things. And the organic food which is grown in a farming system with multiple emphasis on the use of natural available resources and wastes. Organic food is considered to be healthy, tasty and which has the good keeping quality. The very important difference in each organic farming from that of conventional farming is that organic farming restricts and prohibits the use of inputs which are brought from outside or which are considered to be chemical or toxic because they are not good for the soil. We should know what is soil now. Soil is a top layer of the crust, which is a natural living home for crores of the living microbial biomass. It includes the plant roots, plant material which is decaying, dead material, and crores of the microbial and living organisms. Soil is having important component that is soil organic matter, which is almost to 5% of the total soil components. So another component of soil is soil particles and minerals. They constitute around 45% in the soil. So they are classified as sand, silt, and clay based on their size. They are important mineral components. So to enrich the organic matter. So first thing is mulching. Mulching is the practice to cover the surface of the soil with a covering to conserve the moisture, to enrich the nutrient status, and more importantly, to add the organic matter to the soil. So what are the different mulching practices? The use of organic mulching, sawdust or wood clip, and also plastic based mulching is also allowed. One thing you have to remove the plastic after its use. So we will know about soil nutrient management. So there are 16 essential plant nutrients required for the plants. They are considered their major and minor. Again, primary and secondary nutrients. The primary are carbon, oxygen, nitrogen, NPK. So secondary are calcium, magnesium, and sulfur. So if there is a nutrient deficiency, the symptoms will we can easily observe in the plant's growth. So how nutrients will be important for the plant growth? So all plants need all these nutrients which will be absorbed through the root hairs. So there are different options for nutrient management in organic farming. This table will provide you the different names and their composition for NPK. You can go through this table for better understanding. Major components are green manure, animal based products, microbial based products, and mineral based products. Whichever is convenient for you, you can prefer and use it as per the crop requirements and soil fertility status. So, sources of organic nutrients in soil you have seen in the last table also. So, organic manures and fertilizers. Now there are body fertilizers, oil cakes, and rock phosphate can also be used. So, what are biofertilizers? These are the living microorganisms which, when applied to soil, will enhance the nutrient content in the soil. Different kinds are there. You can refer this table for all the available biofertilizers in our country. Then we will look into the plant protection, which are the to those who are inhibiting the plant growth. First thing is weeds, insects, diseases, and similar abiotic factors which will affect the plant growth, and finally yield will be reduced if neglected. From 15% to 85% yield loss is already recorded. In that, weeds are the major that plant distracting factors. You can refer this slide for the weeds, what they can do to the plant growth and yield. How to control weeds? There are different measures you need to adopt based on your local conditions and stage of the crop. So that is physical control, mechanical control is possible, use of mulching, etc. Next, we will look into the pest. What are the pests? Insect pests are there, fungus, bacteria, virus, nematodes, etc. These will affect the plants. They will infect the plants. They need the host for their survival. There are some pests are plant specific. So next we will see about the plant diseases. So what are diseases? Diseases are the abnormality observed in the normal functionality of a plant has series of linked symptoms and plant parts, which is caused by either bacteria, fungus, virus, nematodes, etc. So prevention is better than cure. We all know that. So before appearance of any disease or so plant pest, we need to take the preventive measures. These slides will give you the much better idea. So cultural practices you can adopt. Use of biocontrol agent, biopesticides are available, and many plant-based extracts, botanical extracts, neem products, etc. Based on your the availability and your crops, you can use these measures. You can this refer the slide and get thorough. Urine products also sometimes useful. Next, we will discuss about the biodiversity. This is very important and the most neglected thing in our farming. Biodiversity is nothing but number of plants, more number of plants, more number of animals, and more number of different combinations in a season per acre. More number of plants will increase your biodiversity, which will take care of damages. It will minimize the crop damage due to pest disease, etc. Now we will look into certification. What is certification? Organic certification. Yeah, this is important in organic farming. So certification required for getting premium price in the market. This is nationally recognized. It is called NPOP. So National Program for Organic Production. There are some requirements as per NPOP, that is called National Standards for Organic Production, Land Conversion Requirements. This we will discuss in the next video. Then we will look into the organic processing, value addition and trading. For organic processing also, there are some rules and regulations on selection of raw materials that should be organic source only, processing methods. So similar things we will discuss. This is about organic food market. As you know, organic food market India is growing at a steady rate, 15%, and it's still growing. These slides will explain you about the major players and most immediate products in our country. We'll also explain you about the organic food business plan, how to plan very effectively, and how to start the organic food business on small scale, medium scale, large scale, as per the prevailing laws, rules, and regulations in our country. This slide will give you more insights into the organic food business plan. We will also provide you separate video and explain you in easy and simple words. So this slide will give you more information about the important institutes for getting the required information and guidance in our country. That is the PEDA, NCOF is there, and also ICR, that is the National Institute for Teaching, Education, Research and Extension, Award for refinancing, etc. If you have any question and answer, you can still contact us through this mail. So thank you. As I told you, we will cover it completely each topic in the coming videos.